If you stream directly from your console to Twitch and you want to have overlays and alerts to make your stream look professional without the need of having to invest in a capture card or having an expensive computer, then this video is for you. You see, I started my journey streaming directly from my console. I didn't have much equipment, but I knew I wanted to make my stream look good to have a better experience for my viewers. And this is when I came across LightStream, a web-based platform that allows you to display overlays and alerts directly on your Twitch stream from your console without a capture card. And then I came across Placeit, which has over 300 plus overlay designs you can pick from and customize. Now, neither one of these tools are free. LightStream is $8 per month, and Placeit does have some free overlays and then ones you can pay for, and the price ranges based on what you select. Now, there are some free options and Twitch extensions you can use, but I stay away from these for two reasons. Number one, it's a bit confusing to set up. And number two, a lot of issues happen when viewers watch your stream from mobile. And as you know, the majority of your viewers will watch you from mobile. So if you want to take streaming seriously, then do it the right way and follow this tutorial. I've put the links to LightStream and Placeit in the description to make it easier for you to follow along. So to go ahead and get this set up, you're going to need access to a computer for the initial setup, and it can be any computer with internet access, because once we set it up, you won't need to re-access LightStream unless you want to change things, as they have a remote control that you can access via your phone, so you can control and change scenes. And I'll put the link for the remote in the description as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into my money making machine to get this set up so your console stream can look professional. So the very first step that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and connect Twitch to LightStream. So you want to go ahead and go to the link in the description of this video to get access to LightStream. Once you're here, you want to select Start Streaming. It's then going to ask you where would you like to stream, and since we're streaming directly from our Xbox, you want to select Twitch. Once you select Twitch, it's going to go ahead and ask you to go ahead and log in so you can give LightStream access, so that way they're able to display overlays and alerts directly on your Twitch stream when you're streaming from your Xbox. So you want to select Authorize. And once you select Authorize, it's now going to bring you to select the plan for LightStream. As I mentioned before, LightStream is not free. It does start at $8 a month. And based on the resolution that you select, the price per month changes. Now, remember, I did mention that majority of your streamers, people that are watching your stream, are going to be watching you from mobile. So you have the option to select 720p at 30 frames per second, 720 at 60 frames per second, or 1080 at 30 frames per second. So you can choose the one that's best for you. Anywhere between 30 and 60 frames per second and 720p is totally fine. Once again, remember, this is $12 to $8 a month, and it beats having to go ahead and buy a capture card and to get you going now. And in the next 2 to 3 months, you can have enough money to save up to get a capture card or even a computer. Who knows? But for the time being, this solves the problem of being able to have a professional stream when you're doing directly from your console. So I'm going to go ahead and move over with 720p at 60 frames per second. You can choose the one that works best for you. I'm going to go ahead and select Start 7-day trial, and the next thing it's going to ask you is to put in your card information. This can be a card or it can be a PayPal. If you don't have access to either of those, then unfortunately at the moment you're not going to be able to utilize LightStream. So give me one moment while I go ahead and put in my card information so we can move on forward to the next step. Alright, so once you go ahead and put in your payment plan, you can go ahead and get access to the dashboard for LightStream. This is where we're going to go ahead and add our overlays and our alerts to make the stream look professional. So right out of the gate, LightStream does go ahead and give you access to the game source. Now your game source, this is going to be what's going to be displayed from your Xbox, okay? Then they also input a webcam overlay for you to be able to have a overlay for your webcam. So you can go ahead and delete that, and the only thing you want to have is the game source. Right next at the top, you want to select here where it says My Gaming Project, and you can go ahead and make sure that Auto Live Project is turned on. What that simply means is that when you go live on your Xbox, it's automatically going to trigger LightStream to go live, so that way your overlays display. So like I said, you're only going to need to set this up initially from a computer, and then afterwards you can either use your mobile phone to switch between scenes, or you can just simply leave it as is and just go live directly on your Xbox. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get some overlays. Now, I did mention that LightStream does have some overlays options here already for you. So when you come here, you can take advantage of some of the overlays that they have here displayed. If you don't want to use any of these overlays that they have because they're very generic, then what I recommend is utilizing a platform called Placeit, right? So Placeit has over 300 overlay designs you can utilize. So let's go ahead and visit Placeit now. So once you're on Placeit, you want to go ahead and select the gaming at the top, and then we want to go ahead and start with some starting soon screens. And the reason why I love Placeit is simply because of how easy they make it to be able to customize and change any of the designs that they have available with just a click of a button. So we can go ahead and scroll down and see the endless supplies of starting soon screens that they have, and you can select the one that fits your needs. So let's go ahead and say that we want to move forward with this one here. I'm going to go ahead and show you just how easy it is to be able to customize this to change it to your brand and to what you want it to represent. So on the left hand side, all the text that's there, this is where you're going to be able to edit it. So if you see here that it says the stream, you can change this to saying starting soon. Okay, then it's going to automatically update so you can go ahead and review it. And then here at the bottom, you can either put the time that you're going to start. You can just go ahead and leave it blank. You can remove it. You can go ahead and add your name on there. And then you're also able to go ahead and change the font and the color. So if you wanted to do a different font style, you can select that here. If you wanted to do a different color, you can select that there as well. Then you also have the option to be able to add an audio track to the starting soon, and all the songs that they have available here are copyright free. So any one of these here you'll be able to utilize if you did want to have some kind of music playing while the starting soon is going on. Then here on the right hand side, you're going to be able to change the colors, right? So if I don't want things to be green, I can change it to red. If I don't want it to be purple, I can change that to yellow, and then you can go ahead and customize this to your liking. And then once you've kind of solidified the design here, you simply want to select play all. And what this is going to do is going to go ahead and process all the changes and give you a final file. So while we let that load, let's just go ahead and wait here for a moment. And then once it's completed, we'll move on to the next step. Okay, now that it's done, you're going to be able to play the full starting soon screen with all the changes that you made. So once everything looks the way you like it, you can go ahead and select download. Now for you, you may see a button that says purchase, okay? And this is where you're going to have to purchase the overlay you selected, especially if it's not a free one that Placeit has available. So once you go ahead and purchase the overlay, what this is going to do is going to give you an option to go ahead and download. Okay, once it's downloaded here, you can then go ahead and save it directly to your computer. And what you want to do is you want to come to cloudconverter.com, and once again this link will be in the description below, simply because LightStream, you'll see here that they don't accept MP4 files, WebM files only. So when you download your overlay from Placeit, it gives it to you an MP4 file. So we need to go ahead and convert it. And the easiest way to do that is to use an MP4 converter. So we want to go ahead and select file. Okay, we want to go ahead and find the one that we downloaded from Placeit, and then it's simply going to go ahead and ask you, what do you want to convert it to? And we want to select WebM, and then you simply select convert, and it's going to take a few moments for it to go ahead and go through that process. But once it's done, you're going to be able to then upload it directly to LightStream. So we'll just wait for that to finish here in just a few moments. Alright, and once it's done processing, you're going to get this pop-up saying that it converted your file. You can look up here to a WebM file. So you simply want to select download, and once you select download, that's going to be saved on your computer. So now what we want to do is we want to come back to LightStream. We want to come to the plus sign, select video clip. We want to select upload video. We'll select, and then we simply want to go to the file where we were at. Okay, and you'll see it here. You'll hit open. And now you'll see here, you'll simply select upload, and now LightStream is going to go ahead and upload that here into it. So now you can see here is our starting soon screen. This is already looking beautiful, and now it's going to showcase there for your viewers. So the easiest way to go ahead and do this is to go ahead and come down to the bottom, and we're going to change the name of this, right? We're going to go ahead and change the scene to the starting scene. So this is going to be your starting soon screen, right? So we can actually delete your game catcher from here. So this is going to be the first screen when you power up your Twitch broadcast. This is what the first screen that's going to come up, right? So now that we have that in place, the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and do your actual live gameplay overlay. All right, so to be able to go ahead and add your gameplay scene, we want to go ahead and scroll to the bottom of LightStream and hit this little plus icon, and that's going to create a new scene for us. So we literally have a blank canvas. So what you want to do is you want to hit the plus sign, and we want to go ahead and add your game source. Now remember, your game source, that's going to be what's going to be displayed from your Xbox, right? So this is going to be the game that you're playing and things of that sort. And now we're going to put overlays on top of the game to be able to make the stream more enjoyable. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and get an overlay that we can place over the game source. So we can go back to Placeit, and you can go ahead and search through Placeit for free overlays or use other platforms as well. But what you want to do is you want to come to gaming, you want to click OBS stream overlays, because what we want to do is we want to go ahead and get static overlays. Now static overlays, what that simply means is that there's no animation. If you do want animated overlays for it, you simply just have to follow the same process I showed you guys by converting the MP4 to a WebM to be able to put it inside of LightStream. So let's say, for example, I want to go with this gameplay overlay. Once again, it's the same process I showed you guys before. You're able to go ahead and edit and change any aspect of the design that you like. One thing that you do want to do, you can keep the design that how it is, but the background, we want to go ahead and remove it, right? So we want to do no image on the background, okay? And we simply want to do here is you can go ahead and customize any aspect of this that you like. And once again, once it's done customizing it and you've put the colors that you wanted, then you can go ahead and download it once again. And when you download it, it's going to be a little bit easier. So once you hit download, we'll wait for that to go ahead and download. And once again, if you need to purchase it, go ahead and purchase it, and then you'll be able to utilize it. So while that's downloading here for me, okay, so we want to click download. Now I'm going to have access to it there. Now what I want to do is I want to come back to LightStream, hit the plus sign, and now we're going to hit image. Okay, we're going to upload an image. We're going to find it on our computer where we just downloaded. Okay. And we're going to open that, and now that's going to go ahead and showcase here directly on stream, right? So now look at how the stream is coming together. Things are looking real smooth. You have your starting soon, then your gameplay, and then of course your gameplay would be there, right? So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and add some alerts, right? So LightStream has a pretty cool tool called rainmaker.gg that they've partnered with to be able to give you some amazing alerts. So what we want to do is you select the Rainmaker GG. That's going to pop up this window here, and you want to hit open Rainmaker. So once you're here, this is going to bring you over to your dashboard, and what you want to do is you want to select overlays. So once you're here, you'll see they'll have one already pre-populated for you. We want to select that, hit edit, and what we want to do is we want to select the layer and we want to select alerts. Okay, now you can see here that this is pretty on brand with the one that we're making now, but if you don't like the way the design is set up, you're more than welcome to be able to get alerts elsewhere, or coming into Placeit and typing alerts, and then you're going to be able to get all these alert box options as well. So once we're here, you're going to be able to test it and be able to test what happens when somebody subscribes, what happens when someone hosts you. So you'll see that these animations are pretty cool, and they give a good feel to the brand and the stream. So once you solidify that, you're like, okay, great, I like the size of this, I like the way it looks, I'm ready to go ahead and put it on my stream. So what you want to do is you want to copy this URL, okay, and we want to go back to LightStream, and we want to go ahead and paste it, okay. And once it's there, you're going to see here that you're going to be able to remove and move it around the alert to where you want it to display. So let's say I wanted to showcase here in this corner there. Now, what you simply need to do is you can come back here, you can test it, can test a follower, and then you'll be able to see how it's actually going to work. So now we have your gameplay overlay, you have your alert set up as well, we have your starting soon. So if you had a actual gameplay, this is what it would kind of look like. You know, your gameplay screen with your overlays, the gameplay, your camera, and things of that sort, right? So what we want to do is, now that you have that there, we want to go ahead and create an intermission screen, right? We want to create an intermission screen for you to be able to spend time with your community, maybe while you're loading between games. So that's what we're going to do next. So now that we solidified this here, we want to go ahead and add another scene. And once you've added the scene, we want to come up to the plus sign, and then we want to go ahead and add our intermission screen. Now you can go ahead and get an intermission screen directly here inside of Placeit. You can create your own or things of that sort. I'm going to utilize one that I've already created before. So it's a static, meaning that there's no animation in this intermission screen. So I'm going to use the image tab. So I have it here, and you can see here that now my intermission screen is set up. But if you want to take it a little bit step further and you want to have your chat box be able to display on your intermission screen as well, then what you want to do is you actually want to come to the plus sign and hit Rainmaker GG. What we want to do is we want to open up Rainmaker, and we're going to go ahead and design another overlay. So we're going to come to overlay, we're going to go ahead and set new overlay, and we're going to type in intermission. Okay, once you've done that, we're going to be able to edit it. So we want to hit the plus sign here, we want to select image, and we want to select upload. Okay, and this is where we're going to go ahead and upload our intermission screen that we went ahead and got, right? So put that in here. You're going to see it's going to go ahead and upload. We'll go ahead and size it and put it where it needs to be. Okay, so you can see there. And now what I want to do is I want to hit the plus sign again, and now I want to go ahead and hit chat. Okay, now this is going to allow me to have the chat that's going to populate from the stream, and I'll just size it here, make it fit within this box. And now you can see here that now we have a chat box on our intermission. So now what we want to do is we want to click this URL. We want to come back to LightStream. We want to paste the URL in there. And now you're going to see that overlay is going to pop up with the chat. So now what we want to do is we want to make sure that the gameplay is displayed. Now the layout of your intermission screen may be slightly different than mine, but you still want to include the key components, which is going to be your chat, your gameplay screen, and then yourself. That way it creates engagement. And then of course having your recent followers, recent subscribers, and any other information you want your viewers to know about. So what we want to do is hit the plus sign, and we want to do game source. Now you can see here that the game source, we want it to fit within this box here. So I'm just going to go ahead and size it until it fits in this area. Now that it's there, I'm going to have my chat displayed there, I'm going to have my gameplay displayed there, and then I'm going to have my camera displayed here on the right side. Now you may be on console once again and your camera is going to be on the bottom right. You may be able to put it on the bottom center. Just look for intermission screens that fit well with a placement of where you can put your camera. Okay, so now that you have your intermission screen, you have your gameplay screen, what about a be right back screen, right? So if you wanted a be right back screen, what we want to do is take the same process. What we can do is we can go ahead and upload an image or a video clip basing on whether your be right back screen is going to be animated or not animated. Once again, you can come to Placeit, you can click on Twitch overlays, and you can go ahead and search for be right back screens. We have one right here. Once again, the process is exactly the same. You come in here, make the adjustments, edit things to your liking, and then you're able to go ahead and download it to be able to go ahead and put it on your stream. So I went ahead and download it. Now once it's downloaded, what we want to do is we want to go back to LightStream, okay, and we're going to go ahead and upload the image, okay, and we're going to go upload the image that I just went ahead and downloaded, okay, and here it is. Okay, so we'll upload that, and now this is going to be our be right back screen. Okay, so now we have a be right back, we have a intermission screen, then we have our gameplay screen, and now we have our starting soon screen. Okay, so these are the main screens that you want to be able to have and to be able to customize and edit. And there's many things that you can do to continue to add additional features and aspects to it. If there's anything additional you guys want to know how to add to your stream, simply go ahead and comment below this video and let me know what you're looking for. But pretty much this is going to have you ready to go and get set up. So now once you go live, okay, you don't need to access LightStream again. You simply go live on Twitch, and once you go live on Twitch, your stream is automatically going to populate starting on this screen right here, okay, once you go live, and then using the link in the description of this video to access the mobile remote. On your mobile, you're able to change between the scenes as you go, so you don't need to have access to the computer to be able to get this done. So now that your stream is looking good, what do you got to do next? So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the description of this video and download the free guide that I created on the 10 skills every streamer needs to develop to be successful. This guide is going to go ahead and prepare you so you know what skills you need to focus on so you can continue to grow. Once again, you can find that in the description below. Next, you want to go ahead and watch this video right here where I'm giving you 6 tips on being a good console streamer so that you can grow at a faster pace. And then make sure that you subscribe so you can get access to a new video every single Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you guys in the next video, and remember, together we all can thrive.